Let's talk about study spaces. Studies have shown that when you study for a test, you're more likely to remember the information better when you're able to recreate your study environment in your test-taking environment. So the common example that's given is chewing gum. If you were chewing gum while you were studying, it's going to help you remember better if you chew that same flavor of gum when you're actually writing the test. I don't know the science behind it, but something about the flavors making connections in your brain and yada, yada, yada. No, I don't have a scientific study to back up this next part, but at least in my experience, it's been true. Having that designated study space is going to make focusing and honestly retaining information that much easier. Why? Because when you do all of your studying in the same spot, you do all of your classroom learning in the same spot, when you do all of your reading in the same spot, it helps train your brain that when I am here in this location, it's time for me to study. Now, what should this study location look like? Well, that really depends a lot on you and where you live, but ideally this is going to be a location that is separate from the rest of the hustle and bustle of your home. If it can be a space that is solely devoted to study, that's great, but if not, that's also fine. Ideally, this will be a place with good Wi-Fi because you don't want to lose signal halfway through your class. And if you have access to natural lighting so that you can keep your spirits up, even better. Where the study space should probably not be, though, is your bed. And believe me, I know how tempting it is to say I have an 8:15 class, so I'm going to get up at 8:05, roll over, turn on my laptop or my tablet, and then just dive into class and don't have to worry about anything. But remember, the whole point of this study space is it is designated for study. If you do that from your bed, it's going to be that much easier to roll back over and fall asleep halfway through class. Instead, train yourself to get up, get ready, go to that designated spot in your house, and then spend that time in study. It's going to get you a lot more prepared to face not only the day, but your class. Now, of course, I know there are times where you just need to switch things up. I get that it's exhausting if the place you do your schoolwork is also the place you do your job, which is also the place where you do some leisure activities like Netflix or a video game. So I get that there are times where you just need a change of pace or a change of scenery because you've been in this one spot for too long. I get it. But know the value of consistency. Take your break, go out, go work somewhere else for a few hours, and then return to the place where you have built that consistent area to work. It is going to help you in the long run in keeping focused, and it's going to help you just train yourself that when I'm here, it is time to work, and then I can go back to the other things I want to do in my life when I'm done.